Hello again, guys and girls, the Gears of War community. Welcome back to another Gears of War 3 gameplay commentary. First off, I do apologise if you can kind of hear something in the background. My brother is in and he's watching something, and the walls in this flat are really kind of thin and stuff. So, well, not thin, the walls, but like it's like they've got nothing in the walls at all. I don't know, but yeah, I do apologise if you can hear what he's watching or listening to. I'm not really sure, but anyway. Today I wanted to talk some more Judgment. Now, I was going to do this over a gameplay that someone sent in, but they sent that in a few days ago, and I went to go download it today to actually use that for this, but it turned out that he'd taken it down. Maybe he wanted to use it for his own purposes or something like that, but I'm not sure. Either way, now I am being forced to use one of my old gameplays, and I was kind of looking through this like, oh yeah, what should I use, okay, I'll just try this one, get a few minutes in, and I just see one little segment, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm definitely using this old gameplay. So yeah, it is King of the Nasher, so I do hope you enjoy that little blast from the past, or maybe the future if they ever bring it back, sorry. But yeah, let us talk about some Judgment. So, I've been watching a few gameplays recently, and it's mostly like I've just been combing through all the kind of personal PAX Prime videos that all the people have been making, where they've taken videos of them playing the game, and they've got some guy sitting behind them with a camera. But yeah, the thing that I want to talk about today is verticality and its impacts on a game that has a movement system like this. So if you have a look at a game like Modern Warfare 2, the difference between Modern Warfare 1 and 2 was quite substantial because of the verticality of the game. If you go back at Modern Warfare 1, there was maybe 2 levels on each map. There was like, you could have like a few rooftops or 2-story buildings, and you'd have the ground level. And then on Modern Warfare 2, they had like 5 or 6, up to 5 or 6 levels on just one singular map. I remember one map, I can't remember what it was called, but it had like a crane in the middle. They had the very bottom, then they had the middle level, then they had the third ground level, then they had the first floor buildings, and then the very high, I think like one building got to the very 5th level. And that's how much they changed it. And I think Gears of War has had a look at this and said verticality works well in shooters, so let's try it here. Now, I think personally that they're going to do this more in free-for-all, because that gives you more roam to kind of run around in this verticality nature of just keep moving, keep running off buildings and doing these kind of things. But in team, I hope that they don't add too much verticality, because it will kind of undermine the way that team matches are played. But that's not the main thing I want to talk about here. I do hope that that doesn't happen. I wouldn't mind a little verticality, you know, you can drop off here, you can drop off there, and that's it. But mainly, I just hope that it's mostly level on the team matches. I don't mind it on free-for-all, but yeah, team matches. But I want to talk about what kind of impact this might have on the movement system, because when you've constantly got these new types of vertical movements, like it's not just dropping off buildings, you can also do things like, do you know on checkout, okay, the plat area, what we pros call the plat, that's where the insins are, or the ink grenade are, and basically you just climb up on that. Now you're going to have the ability to do that on a hell of a lot more places in Judgment, basically, so you can just climb up, jump off the other side, and you know there's this big square in the middle of the map, but you can just shortcut straight over it. Now, the thing that makes me think here is, first off, I've always found that if you're above people, that's the little segment I was talking about, by the way. If you're above people, you have a straight up advantage, because I always find it easier shooting down at someone than I do shooting up at someone. Just look at how Checkout is played professionally. It's all about getting that player in and getting him up onto the plat and shooting down at his opponent, getting easy kills, because basically his shotgun's in his face already just by hip firing it, and the other player has to hard aim just to get the shotgun anywhere near. I mean, most people don't take this into account. They don't even think about that. But when you're aiming, it does put your shotgun in a different position, and it changes how you use it. So yeah. So it makes me think, is this going to make people move less and just try and get up onto these positions where they won't have anywhere to ball bounce? All they'll be able to do is a little strafing. And will it have more of this rather than straight up walls, which encourage cover play, or, you know, small kind of, I don't know what they're called, like half walls or whatever, which you can mantle over, but they're just there for cover. And I love the cover play in Gears of War 3. I mean, I've learnt to love it. I didn't love it at the start, but I do love the cover play in Gears of War 3. And this really does make me think about the different ways that this can now be played. I don't know whether it's going to be beneficial or, you know, deficit towards the game, but we have to wait until the game comes out to see. Now, what I want my viewers here to do is just remember, whenever something new comes out about Judgment, whenever something changes, unless it's like ridiculously different, don't just jump back and say, whoa, you can't do that, that's not Gears of War. You have to sit back and say, well, it's time for a change, and this could truly make the game so much better. And we just have to sit back and say, well, let's try it before we deny it. That just came off the top of my head. The way I said that sounded so rehearsed, but honestly, that just came off the top of my head. I was thinking, let's try it, and then deny just came straight in. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you liked, leave me a like. Sorry for that pause there. If you liked, leave me a like. If you really liked, subscribe for more content. But for now, I will see you guys later.